Merry
I
Christmas,
told you we get
guys.
to a
I just wanna
non-canon
start this
filler
video off by
movie.
saying thank you all for helping me reach
It's a
20,000
Christmas special, and he did this
subscribers.
first, so I'm doing it too.
You guys. Sorry if this video comes off a little rushed or short because I'm trying to get this out before Christmas, so I hope you enjoy.
Don't blame you.
Along with Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie.
It's so non-canon, even the
format
anime
will be
wants something
slightly
to do with
different
it.
for this video, considering that I only have a 90-minute film to work with.
Only.
By comparison, each episode is usually about 10 hours worth of anime that I watch. So I'm
All
going to style
together.
this one somewhat similar to a review. This movie came out August 13th, 2004, during the height of Yu-Gi-Oh's
This was a
popularity
thing back
in the
then.
West.
I own
This
this.
movie was actually screened in theaters where I went and watched it with my group of friends for a friend's birthday party. When rewatching this movie for this video, I definitely felt a lot of nostalgia for it. So I'm going to come out
I
now
can't believe
and
this
say
got
I may come
re-released
off a
in
little
theaters.
biased for this video and be a little more lenient for the film. You can tell that they had a
But
much
not
bigger
for
budget
season
when making this
3.
film. The quality of the animation and color detail went up. Not a lot of scenes where
True.
it looked like Joey's face was melting, or a lot of disproportionate body sizes, like Kaiba walking around in his suit. I absolutely love the detail of them adding the English text to all of the cards.
They can't do
this
that in the
movie.
cards
I really
because
wish they
of
could have
those-
done this for the TV show itself,
But they
I
can't because the
understand that
FCC.
They did not have the time or the budget for doing that.
Also,
One
the laws of the
biggest glaring
FCC.
issues that's outside of this film is that they released this before the end of the Battle City arc. So anyone who saw this movie would have been spoiled at what happened in the end. It's
Oops.
basically the equivalent of find out next week in Dragon Ball Z in Frieza defeated.
I wonder who
Not
will
that
win.
it really matters because the story is so generic and cookie cutter that you probably could have predicted
So
it if you
non-canon.
are older than the age of 10. I remember being absolutely terrified of the opening scene from this movie.
Well, it
as
is
a
pretty
child,
dark.
with the creepy chanting and what my 8-year-old mind perceived as a graphic image of a dead body. Where the fuck did you get an instruction manual to put the Millennium Puzzle together? How would they have footage
Good
of
question.
Yugi dueling strings for Slifer the Sky Dragon from season 2? The only people who actually spectated this duel was Kaiba and Mokuba.
That's a good
We gotta take
question.
the Japanese text off the cards in this shot, but I guess that would be pretty difficult. And we're like, fuck it. No one's gonna notice unless some asshole going through this with a fine-tooth comb for a YouTube video would actually notice.
But that would never happen.
I bet I could do circles around this little high school pipsqueak.
It's actually pretty cool that they left in the original scoreboard art instead of using the cheaply made 4Kids looking ones. So you can now interact with the holograms and ride them.
Solid
with
dueling,
solid
everybody.
mass until Arc 5.
Yeah.
False alarm, this is just a simulation. But if
I
that
do
wasn't a
like how the
simulation,
Ultimate
does that mean
Burst had
Seta
different
would've just fallen
colored
to his death after
attacks,
the
though.
Blue-Eyes Ultimate
Like,
Dragon
all of them
just
had different
died?
colored
Another
attacks.
childhood trauma from this movie that I received was I was terrified of the idea of an invisible man walking in through my room in the middle of the night.
That is a terrifying real life thing. Fear of the
Holy shit,
unknown.
this song's actually pretty good.
It
I'm
is.
genuinely surprised that they didn't edit out the wine in this shot. And
Yeah.
make it water.
Make
If
it
4Kids
sparkling
really did
apple
this, I don't
juice.
believe you. So it's clear that Pegasus is pretty much retired from making the card game now that he's lost his Millennium Eye, and he just wants to make koi.
Even though he
pops
does
or
it again
some
by
bullshit,
GX,
whatever
but
the
this
fuck
isn't
he mentioned
canon.
Right there. But now that brings to the topic is who's making cards now? Is it Kaiba? Has he just completely taken over? Because the way I see it,
Wouldn't
with his
shock
deck
me.
destruction virus, he's just gonna make a bunch of bullshit OP cards until he can beat Yugi.
So
and still
Kaiba
somehow
runs
fucking fail at the
Konami
end of the day.
nowadays. That
How many
explains
hidden cards
so
does Pegasus
much.
actually have? First he had the god cards, and then he had the spirit monsters that Noah used in season 3, and now they have these? Next you're gonna tell me there's even more secret cards that he's been hiding from us this whole time.
Wicked gods.
Giant sneak you got around back while we hold them off.
Good idea, Joey. Just announce the plans while they're all right in front of you. It's definitely not like they're gonna hear it.
Joe
Holy
isn't
shit,
known
they
for his
edited out
brain
the need for
cells.
Injection Fairy Lily either?
Nope.
I guess it's only started with 4 cards in his hand, even though you're supposed to start with 5. And
Oops.
then once it changes angle, it shows that he has 5 cards in his hand.
That was probably just an
The
accident.
Dark Magician Girl in this shot is supposed to be Toon Dark Magician Girl, but they placed in the wrong card.
Oops.
Shut up. Oh, I know what it means.
At least they're cutting down on explaining.
Thank
every
you.
single
I
card
wish
they
more
use, but I guess
episodes
it's
did
because they're on a
this.
time constraint because they're in a 90-minute film. But here's to hoping they're becoming a little bit self-aware at how repetitive it is. While the improved art style definitely helps the detail of the main characters, it certainly brings out how shitty the side characters look and all the characters in the background.
Oh
Look at
no,
these
the
kids,
background
they
characters
their
look
faces are
bad.
fucking
That's
melted.
so
The designs
bad.
are somewhat reminiscent of like a Duel Masters reject design.
Wouldn't
They also
shock
kind of
me.
remind me of when an anime has the meta-narrative of a main character watching an anime, so they purposely draw whatever they're watching on TV shittier to have the presentation of, look, it's a cartoon on TV. Of course,
Yeah.
with having the text on the cards means they have a lot more things to be careful that they don't fuck up. Like how you can see right here, Queen's Knight and King's Knight's text
Have their
is
texts
backwards
backward.
on the cards.
Whoops.
Bloodlust slash.
He says to use a slash attack, but he stabs him.
Also,
When
bloodlust
Pet
in
is
4
destroyed,
kids.
Kaiba's able to activate the deck destruction virus, but the card requires you to destroy a fiend-type monster with 500 or less attack. The only problem here is Pet in the Clown is a spellcaster. When you went to see this movie in theaters, you received a card pack. Of course, I got fucking Wadapon. My friend's brother got Blue Eyes Shining Dragon.
Oh,
I really wish I pulled that chicken.
Hey, you couldn't summon Blue Eyes Shining Dragon for the longest time, though.
After fact-checking post-recording, I found out that it is the Retro Pack Shining Blue Eyes Dragon, not the movie pack one.
Ah.
When counting up the
Also, you wouldn't be able to
dragons
summon it
in the
anyway,
for
considering
Blue
that
Shining
Blue Eyes
Dragon's
Ultimate Dragon
effect,
hadn't
they
been
forgot
printed
to
yet.
include Paladin of White Dragon. Not sure they
Oops.
intentionally left this out or just forgot it, because if they did,
Probably
Blue Eyes
intentionally
Shining
left that
Dragon
out.
would have killed Yugi with his attack.
And
this
that's
turn.
probably
I
why
would
they
like to add this
conveniently
into the
forgot.
video, but I'm glad the movie showed enough restraint
But they didn't
not
want to
grab
take it
the
out.
low-hanging fruit joke that was Grandpa looking up Taya's skirt.
Yeah.
Now, the show had a habit of using him for butt ends of jokes, but it is somewhat refreshing to see that they have enough self-restraint. I can't tell you how many times that shows and movies or any other form of media have ruined this tone of a scene by including these unnecessary jokes.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, the art style bump in quality is somewhat reminiscent of the Scooby-Doo movies, particularly Zombie Island.
Those
From
were some
going from a
good
very
movies.
flat-looking show to a more in-depth looking movie. At least we can be happy that this movie didn't take the Rugrats route, or they made everyone a gray amorphous blob.
Oh, boy.
Did Kaiba actually just rip his card?
He's done it before.
This reaches a whole new level of stupid for Taya. Like, why the fuck would you get on the rail of a helicopter? What do you plan on doing? Diving right into the...
Also, think of all the
What
upskirt
happens
shots
when
we
you
could
go
get.
Smack right into the fucking concrete. It sure was nice of
That'd be
that
very
moment to
different.
wait for Yugi to fail at throwing the dagger. In the dub,
Except it works
Anubis
anyway.
activates the Pyramid of Light around his neck's effect, releasing all the souls trapped within the Pyramid of Light in the Millennium Puzzle, increasing the power of Thinian. But in actuality, it's Thinian's effect that makes him stronger for each monster in the graveyard. For some reason, they changed this in the dub. In the English version
It
of
doesn't
this
make sense
scene,
either
they
way,
put
really.
deep fusion wave motion in Yami's hand, but
Yeah.
it's supposed to be double spell. You'd think with the fact that they had the card text, they'd realize that this was an error, especially when he says the card's name a minute later.
Yeah.
A lot of the times
I think they
make
just
you
got the
think that they
saw
have
little
quality
circle things and
assurance
got
people on their
confused.
team.
Eh.
But Kaiba never said dealing the perfect defeat. He only thought it when arguing with Anubis in his head.
Wanted a perfect victory.
So how would Yami know that he said that? Return from a different dimension only
shut up.
allows you to return monsters banished from your side of the field. This is how it's stated on the card even in the anime's context.
Whoops.
So how would Kaiba even plan to do anything with the God card?
He's not
Anubis
smart.
activates Inferno Tempest and blows all the cards away. You can see
And
right
Fallout.
here that he has 2 Winged Dragon of Ra's in Yugi's deck.
Whoops.
Whoops, forgot to mention the original recording, but the fact that he also has two
Two
King's
King's
Knights in his
Knights.
deck, and we all know that Yugi doesn't run more than one of each card.
Yeah.
How this man managed to win anything with a deck of 41 ofs is beyond me.
Anime.
Anyway, back to the show. Don't worry, guys, but the power of friendship and the fact that we made this stupid bullshit plot armor card that could destroy literally anything in the game,
Yep.
we're just gonna deal with this all-powerful, mighty, evil Egyptian god.
It does look
We never
badass,
have
though.
to worry about him again, because this is non-canon.
Yep.
Overall, I did really enjoy this film, flaws and all. Maybe that's because I have a more nostalgic tie to it, reminding me of my childhood. But I can't really
Tends to be the
excuse
case.
how lame and unmemorable Anubis really is. Sure, his voice is
I
cool and the chanting
Though I
was
do
pretty
like the
spooky,
fact
but
that
at the
the
end of the
Pyramid
day,
of
he's
Light
only
is
just
used by
another
the bad guy.
For 5,000 years to get my revenge on you, Pharaoh.
And then I
okay,
lose.
we get it. This has been done before. Get in line, buddy. You're like the 12th person waiting to get his revenge on the Pharaoh.
Yeah.
But ironically enough, he still doesn't even remember any of you at this point. While on the topic of talking about my personal feelings for the show, I thought I'd dispel a little myth about how I feel about it. While I may rail on it and ramble and get very mad at it occasionally, like you can see in Season 3, Part 2, I still do love the show and I love the game, flaws and all. It's just that I don't want to say play a character, but I do somewhat play it up for the sake of entertainment. But nonetheless, that's how I
Patreon
personally
sponsors.
feel. I hope you guys do enjoy
Probably.
these videos and continue to enjoy the ones that I'm going to be
I
making
do
in the
enjoy
future.
these,
I guess
you
since
know.
I did say I was going to format this similar to a review, I guess I should give it a score, even if I do think that giving a numeric value to one's personal enjoyment is kind of stupid, so
Yeah.
I will give it a Z-Man out of 10. Thank you.
Z-Man is level 7, so make of
Thanks
that
for
what you
watching,
will.
guys. If you did enjoy that, I ask that you
There's
please
an after credit
subscribe
scene
for
sticking
further
around.
videos.
I,
I'm really reluctant to have to
least-
ask this, but since it
No.
seems like YouTube.
I didn't check ahead,
forcing
just
me,
I saw a
ask
little
you
thing
please
at the
hit
end when I
bell
opened
to
this
get
thing and saw there was a
notifications
picture at the
whenever I
end, so I
do
just
upload. I
assumed
also have a
you know,
Patreon if
the
you'd like to
bar at the
support the
bottom.
show. Any amount helps, and considering now that this is my full-time job, I do feel like I have to kind of rep this with all the apocalypse happening right now and the
Of
demonetization
course.
left and right. But on the bright side, now that I am full-time YouTube, that means that I can get videos out faster for everybody.
Yeah,
So
I
it
do
means
enjoy
more
this
every
guy.
moment
I mean, he
you
has
put
his
in
moments where
instead
it
of
kind of
having to wait
bugs
1
me, or
month
just
at a
like in
time for
the
a
season
single
3 where it just goes on a
episode. If you
rant
donate
for
at
9
least
hours. Just
$1
like, oh
to
yeah, very
Patreon,
mature
you can
review.
join the Discord
Move
server,
on.
talk to me, and you get a few more
You have the right to your
behind-the-scenes
opinion. You
stuff
don't like it, you
along
don't like it,
with
but don't
other goodies.
yell at
You can
people
also
for
follow
not
me on Twitter,
for
where I
liking it.
do also
I don't like
post
them
some
adult shit, but
behind-the-scenes
don't
stuff
call
as
people.
well on that.
But I don't
Keep
think
your
people
eye
are.
out for when I
Well,
stream
okay,
on
I say
YouTube or
that.
Twitch,
Yeah,
where I
I'm not
edit
looking at
everything
results here
along
right now.
with
So I
episodes
was
live.
probably would
Except
call
for
them
this one
cameras,
where I
but like, I
want
don't
it to be
know.
a surprise for everybody. And until next time, guys, have a happy holidays and peace.
We ain't done yet. Dun dun dun! They tried to warn him, but he didn't listen. No! It's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. Next.